in front of Metamate Berlin, where a book reading will be held next week. Dr. V. Srinivas, a cancer surgeon from India, will be reading excerpts from his book A Tale of Two Homes and answering questions. Welcome, Dr. V. Srinivas. Fortunately, the weather in Berlin is nice.
Thank you, ma'am. It's very nice to be sitting in front of Metamate, looking at Metamate tea, maybe sipping a little bit of it, and talking to you about my book, A Tale of Two Homes.
So, what made you write the book and how did you go about it?
Okay, so now this book is mainly, it's known as A Tale of Two Homes, and it is actually a book about Raven's Nest. We run a homestay in the Nilgiris known as Raven's Nest. It's a very beautiful place situated 6,000 feet above sea level. We had some guests who came and stayed with us, and when we told them the problems we had in building this house, the trials and tribulations, they told us, why don't you write a book about it? Such books are usually written from the West. There's a book known as Under the Tuscan Sun, which is written by an American lady who went and settled down in Italy, and she wrote about her adventures there. So these people who were actually a doctor family, and their daughter who worked in a publicity agency, she did mention that why don't we write a book from India, because there's no such book in India. And that's how the idea was born of writing this book, A Tale of Two Homes. Actually, this book is a tale of a house being built in the Nilgiris and a fictional home being demolished in Mumbai. If you look at the beginning of the book, there is a quotation put, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. A Tale of Two Cities" by Charles Dickens in 1859. This book is building a home far away while current home breaks away. A Tale of Two Homes by Dr. Srinivas in 2017. So now, when we decided to go ahead and write this book, the task of writing the book fell on my wife, who is a journalist. But since she was too busy with other things, I decided to write the book, and that's how the book of Tale of Two Homes has come about. We have divided it into very small chapters, and we have moved from one story to the other with small snippets in between to make it more interesting to read.
Why did you decide to build a home in the mountains, especially the Nilgiri Mountains?
Well, actually, coming to think of it, initially my wife wanted to build a house in Goa. But Goa has the same sort of weather as Mumbai. So I felt that was a pretty stupid idea. But when I told her that, she would not agree. Then she went for a trip to Goa to visit it along with her friends. But while she was there, she found the weather was too hot and humid. So she did come back to me and say, okay, it is too hot, let's not build a house in Goa, let's go somewhere else. Few months later, she went to Dharamsala to visit her granddaughter there. And when she was in Dharamsala, she realized the weather there is lovely. So she called back and said, now you go and find a house in the mountains somewhere. Find us some land in the mountains. So I knew that you cannot buy property in Dharamsala. Anybody who does not live in that state cannot buy property there. You cannot buy property in Kashmir. So it was only the mountains in the south. And Nilgiris is where I had gone to school. I had gone to school in Lawrence School, Lovedale, which is in the Nilgiris. So my aim was to build a house in the Nilgiris, and that's why we moved towards the Nilgiris.
So, from where can we buy the book?
Well, it's available online on Amazon, but if you want to buy it directly from the publisher, White Falcon Publishing are the ones who publish it. In India, it's available in Higginbotham's bookstores in Chennai, Ooty and Bangalore, in Trilogy bookstore in Mumbai, Happy Home bookstore in Mumbai, and if you come to Berlin, it's also available in the I Love Berlin bookstore. So it's freely available. You can buy it online, read it, let us know what happens.